Alright, we're back on this Mercedes, and you can see I have it around 1,000 RPMs, and you can see we actually got up to around 160 was my, or 360 was my high point so far. We're slowly creeping up on the supply air right here. I'm still attempting to get that thermal fan clutch to kick in. Okay, there we're at 364. So, and our 370. So our thermal fan clutch is not kicking in, and it's been about 15 minutes of operation time, and it's not doing its thing. So I'm going to recommend a thermal fan clutch on this thing. Yeah, it's not going. So thermal fan clutch is needed on this one. All right. Everything's good so far on yours. They already replaced the compressor. Somebody already did that.
I just casually looked through the record that I used.
Oh, okay. I noticed that. And because that was the first thing I was looking for, a leak down there, saying it's going to leak. But it's already been done.
Okay.
The only thing, see,
in the last couple of years.
oh, and the electric fit because he has many cars, right?
We're just sitting around.
Yeah, sitting around. Okay, so I know he's losing it through the hoses. They already have dye in there, nothing's come out, but we already know these hoses seep, just letting it sit. Now the one thing that's not working right now fully is the fluid-driven thermal fan clutch. So it's not, when it gets hot, it should be kicking in and really blowing. You know how you hear them sometimes? Yeah. I turned off the electric fan. The fluid, yeah, it's dying. It's going out of calibration.
Okay.
So that's the only thing I would change on this. And he's just going to have to charge, unless he does all the hoses, he's just going to have to charge it every couple of years. Because they're just like sponges.
No, that's fine.
And yeah, I just undid the electric fan. I turned it off intentionally because I wanted to make that fan come on, but it won't.
Viscous fan.
The viscous fan, right.
It's not engaging.
It looks like they already knew they had a problem there.
It's not locking up.
It's not locking up.
Okay.
Sorry for that long put down. I was having a hard time getting that back on. And let's see where we're at now. So with the electric fan on, we're down to 200. We're no longer 360. Right now we're down to 2, and it's running 258, 257. So it is going down. It's doing exactly what it should do. That thermal fan clutch, I was just talking to the used car, the guy who sells these and takes care of them for people. I tell him what's needed, he listens to me, and they'll be putting a thermal fan clutch on there. He doesn't cheap out when he takes care of his customers' cars, or he's going to make a sale or anything like that. And if it's one of his old customers that he sold one of these vehicles for, he's always looking out for the customer's interest. And let me take this back up to 1,000 again. I got a 2,000. Let's get it around 1,000. Okay, there we go. Come on. Turbos are... Come on, touchy turbo. Give me around 1,000. There you go. I could live with that. Okay, so we should be going back down out of the duct. Let's let it rest and let it do its thing. And our, my turbo is running away from me. Let's get it back down there. Come on, no 2,000 RPMs on a diesel. I went all the way above 2,000 RPMs. Okay, we're coming back down, nice. Our suction dropped down to 20. Our temperature, you see that was 39. The clutch must have just kicked out. Or it's going down. Is it going up or down? Or did I just come off my foot? Oh, I'm fine. 45. So I'm trying to get a steady state because these compressors are not efficient at idle. They were never meant to work at idle. You don't take temperatures, pressures, superheat, nothing. You don't do any of that stuff at idle. You have to have them up. And I would have to grab the factory manual, which he has, or Renee down there at Burlingame Motors I could grab. If I wanted to go by the factory manual, I have access to it, and I could run it at the exact RPM and follow all the procedures, other than it's not R12 no more. But it's 80 plus degrees outside. It's 44 degrees out of the dash. I could live with that. We got 72 degrees outside. The temperature is dropping. So we got the ocean right on the other side of the hill there. We're having a breeze come over here and cool things down now. And there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna take a snapshot of this and give it to the customer. He's good to go.